Hello students, I hope that you are good, well and fine. In today's session, we will see CLAT PYQs 2021 quantitative technique. So before going to the lecture, let me just show you a small disclaimer for our viewers. The images used in our slide deck are just for educational purposes. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creator and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathee@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Thank you. Now, let's move towards our questions. So the first question of today's session, let me just here a passage is given to you. In that passage, there are key points, key informations. And on that key informations, you have a question to solve. What question? Here, this one. Okay. Now, let me go through this passage, this text written over here and highlight the main points quickly. Okay. Two renowned international software companies, namely Polaris and Contingent, started their business in 2007, and both the companies were in competition with each other in the profit making. Okay. Polaris earned 30% profit in the year 2007 and 2008. Further increased it to 40% in 2009. However, its profit percentage decreased to 20% in the year 2010. On the other hand, Contingent opened with 40% profit in 2007 but slowly decreased to 35% in 2008 and 30% in 2009. Interestingly, both the companies increased their profit percentage in the later year considerably. Okay. Polaris increased its profit percentage to 35 in 2011 and 50% in 2012 simultaneously. Contingent increased its profit percent to 45% in 2010 and 50% in 2011. Okay. Now, and reached 60% in year 2012, as there is a need to understand the income and expenditure for better performance of both companies in future. You have to answer this following question. So the main question is, what is the increase in profit of Contingent company in percentage from year 2011 to 2012? Okay. So your options 10%, 20%, 15% or cannot be determined. You will have 10 seconds to try this question. After 10 seconds, we'll see its correct option and explanation. Your time starts now. Let's see. Let's move on to the correct option. Correct option is B, means 20%. How? Profit of Contingent company in 2011 is 50% and in 2012 it is 60%. Increase in profit means 60 minus 50 divided by 50 times 100. You will have 20%. I hope the explanation is clear to you. Let us move to the next question. The same text is given to you. Let me just quickly highlight the points. Polaris, there are two companies, Polaris and Contingent. Polaris earned 30% profit in 2007 and 2008. Further increased its profit to 40% in 2009. Okay. Profit percentage decreased in 20% in the year of 2010 for Polaris. On the other hand, Contingent opened with 40% profit in 2007. Okay. But slowly decreased to 35% in 2008, 30% in 2009. Polaris increased its profit percentage to 35 in 2011 and 50% in 2012. Simultaneously, Contingent increased its profit percentage to 45% in 2010 and 50% in 2011 and reached 60% in 2012. Okay, now the main question. What percent of the total profit making of Polaris company in 2011 and 2012 is the total profit making of Contingent company in 2007 and 2008? Options: 113.3%, 95.3%, 90.3%, 133.3%. You will have 10 seconds to try this question. After 10 seconds, we'll see its correct option and explanation. Your time starts now. Let's move to its correct option. Correct option is 113.3% A. Let's see how. Profit percent of Polaris company in 2011 is 35%. Profit percent of Polaris company in 2012 is 50%. Profit percentage of Contingent company in 2007 is 40%. In 2008, it is 35%. Now, the required percentage will be 35 plus 50 divided by 40 plus 35 multiplied with 100 times. So, you will get 113.3%. I hope steps are clear to you. Let us just move to the next question. The same text, same passage. Let me just quickly go through it. Two companies, Polaris, Contingent, started their business in 2007. Polaris earned 30% profit in 2007 and 2008. Increased its profit to 40% in 2009. Profit percentage then decreased to 20% in 2010. While Contingent opened with 40% profit in 2007 and in 2008 decreased to 35%. Also in 2009 decreased to 30%. Interestingly. Okay. And then Polaris increased its profit percentage to 35 in 2011 and 50% in 2012. Contingent increased its profit percentage 45% in 2010 and 50% in 2011 and then reached 60% in 2012. Okay. Now the main question is, if the income of Contingent company in 2008 was 200 crores, what was its profit in 2009? Options: 21.5 crore, 46.15 crore, 153 crore, or cannot be determined. You will have 10 seconds to try this question. After 10 seconds, we'll see its correct option and explanation. So your time starts now. Let's see. The correct option is D, cannot be determined. How? Income of Contingent company in 2008, 200 crore. Percentage of Contingent company in 2008, 35%. 35% of this means 70 crore. Now for finding profit in 2009, we need income of Contingent company in 2009. But it is not given, so cannot be determined. Okay, I hope explanation is clear to you. Let us just move to the next question. The same passage. Let me just go through it quickly. Polaris earned 30% profit in 2007 and 2008, increased its profit to 40% in 2009, and then profit decreased to 20% in 2010. While Contingent opened with 40% in 2007 and then decreased 35% in 2008 and 30% in 2009. Then Polaris increased its profit percentage to 35% in 2011, okay, and 50% in 2012, while Contingent increased its profit percentage to 45% in 2010 and 50% in 2011. Okay, and further it reached to 60% in year 2012. I hope the key points are clear to you. So now the main question, what is the difference between the company with highest annual profit percentage and that of the company with lowest annual profit percentage? Options: 5.17, 8.33, 9.17, 4.33. You will have 10 seconds to try this question. After 10 seconds, we'll move towards its correct option and explanation. So your time starts now. C. Let's see. The correct option is C. 9.17. Okay. How? Average annual profit percentage of contingent company: 40 plus 30 plus 30, 45, 50 and 60 divided by 6. Okay, so you will have 130 divided by 3 percentage. Now average annual profit percentage of Polaris company: 30 30 and then 40 20, 35 50 divided by 6. You will have 205 divided by 6 percentage. Now the difference will be 9.17. I hope it is clear to you. From where we are getting our entry, as you can see, already information is given to you. As you can see, for Polaris it is 30 30. Okay, and then as you can see, for Polaris, yes, it is 30 30, then 40 20, and then you can see 40 20, and then 35 50. Yes, all entries are there. I hope it is clear to you. Okay. Okay. Now, I hope that this explanation is clear to you. Let us just move to the next question. So the same passage is same. Let me just quickly go through it. Polaris earned 30% profit in 2007 and 2008, and then its profit increased to 40% in 2009, and then profit decreased to 20% in the year 2010, while contingent opened with 40% profit in 2007, decreased 35 in 2008, 30% in 2009, and then Polaris increased its profit in 2011 to 35% and 50% in 2012. Okay, while contingent increased its profit percentage to 45% in 2010, 50% in 2011 and 60% in 2012. I hope all key points are clear to you. Okay, now the main question: what is the percentage increase in profit of Polaris company from 2010 to 2011? Options: 42.86, 75, 175 or cannot be determined. You will have 10 seconds to try this question. After 10 seconds, we'll move towards its correct option and explanation. So your time starts now. Let's move to the correct option and its explanation. Correct option is B, means 75%. Let's see how. Profit percentage of Polaris company in 2010 is 20% and in 2011 is 35%. The difference will be the percentage increase in profit will be 35 minus 20 divided by 20. So you will have 75%. I hope explanation is clear to you. Let us move to the next question. Here, different passage is given to you. Let me just quickly go through it, highlight the main points. A newly formed state government wants to bring more development in state. Therefore, the government proposed to launch welfare programs. Before bringing up any welfare program, the state government intended to understand the population percentage of the state by age groups so that the government could plan the welfare programs. The state government found that the state's 30% of the population were children between age group of 0 to 15. Next to child population, 17.75% of the population were adolescents between age group of 16 to 25. Now, the early adult population, that means the age group of 26 to 35 years were 17.25%. Now the age group from 36 to 45, it is 14.5%. Okay, clear? Now the population who are between the age group of 46 to 55, it is 14.25%, and the elderly population of the state is 56 to 65 years. It is 5.12%, and for 66 years above, it is 1.13%. I hope the main information is clear to you, the key points. Now the actual question. Out of every 5,600 persons, what is the number of persons below the age of 26 years? So options are 2,515, 17,046. So, okay, sorry, 1,746, 1,660, and 2,674. You will have 10 seconds to try this question. After 10 seconds, we'll move forward to its solution. So your time starts now. Let's see the solution. Option D is the correct one, 2,674. How? Percentage of person below 26 years, 30 plus 17.75 percentage means 47.75. Total person, 5,600. Number of person below the age of 26 means 47.75 percentage of total person means 2,674. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, simple question. Let us just move to the next question. Same passage. Let me just quickly go through the passage, highlight the main points. States 30% of the population were children of age group 0 to 50. 17.75% of the population were adolescent between of age group 16 to 25. Okay. Now 17.25% are of the people in between age group of 26 to 35. 14.5% lies in between 36 to 45 years age group. 14.25% of the population lying between 46 to 55 years old age group. Okay, and 5.12% of the population lie between 56 to 65 years old, and above 60 years old, 66 years old, the percentage is 1.13%. I hope the key points are clear to you. Now the main question, there are 400 million peoples below 36 years. Then how many million peoples are in the age group of 56 to 65 years? Options 32.72 million, 25.75 million, 31.5 million, or 59.3 million. You will have 10 seconds to try this question. After 10 seconds, we'll move towards its solution. So your time starts now. Let's see its solution. The correct option is C, means 31.5 million. How? Percentage of person aged below 36 years, 30 plus 17.75 plus 17.25 means 65%. Percentage of persons aged between 56 to 65 years, 5.12%. According to the question, 65% means 400 million. Yes, it is already given to you. This means 1% must have constitute 400 divided by 65 multiplied 10 to the power 6. This means 5.12% will give you this much of population. Means 2048 divided by 65 million. So number of people are in the age group from 56 to 65 will be this much. If you simplify it, you will have 31.5 million. I hope explanation is clear to you. Let us just move to the next question. The passage is same. Let me just quickly go through the main points. States 30% population lie in this group, age group. 17.75% lie in this group. 17.25% lie in this age group. 14.5% lie in this group, 36 to 45. 14.25% lie in this group. 5.112% lie in this group. And finally, the 1.13% lie above this group. 66. This means that above 66 years old. Now the main question. If there are 20 million people in the age group of 56 to 65, then what is the difference between the number of people in the age group of 16 to 25 and 46 to 55? Options: 15.6 million, 12.18 million, 28.4 million, 34.7 million. You will have 10 seconds to try this question. After 10 seconds, we'll move towards its correct option and explanation. So your time starts now. Let's see. The correct option is B, means 12.18 million. How? Percentage of people in the age group of 56 to 65, it is 5.12%. According to the question, 5.12% constitute 20 million of population. This means 1% constitute this much of population. Now, percentage of people in the age group of 16 to 25, it is 17.75. And from 46 to 55, it is 14.25%. The required difference will be 17.75 minus 14.25%, means 3.5%. Now, 3.5% of this much population. This means 20 divided by 5.12. After solving simplification, you will have your final answer as what? 13.67 million. And this is quite near to the option B, which is 12.18 million. I hope steps are clear to you. Okay, let us just move to the next question. The same passage. Let me just quickly highlight the main information. So the states 30% of population lie in this age group. 17.75% lie in this group 16 to 25. 17.25% lie in this group 26 to 35. 14.5% lie in this group 36 to 45%. 14.25% lie in this group 46 to 55 years old. 5.12% lie in this group, and finally the 1.13% lie above the 66 years old. Okay. Now the main question, if the difference between the number of people in the age group 46 to 55 and 26 to 35 is 15.75 million, then the total population of the state is approximately options: 360.23 million, 390 million, 400 million, or 525 million. You will have 10 seconds to try this question. After 10 seconds, we'll move towards its solution. So your time starts now. Let's see. The correct option is D, 525 million. How? Percentage difference of people in the age group of 46 to 55 and 26 to 35 will be just 3%. According to the question, 3% constitute 15.75 million. This means 100% will be this much, means 5 to 5 million. Okay, I hope this explanation solution is clear to you. Let us move to the just next question. The same passage. Let me just quickly go through it. So state population, the 30% is lying in this age group, 17.75% lying in this group, 17.25% lying in this group, 14.5% lying in this group, 14.25% lying in this group, and 5.12% lying in this group. And the above 66 years old, the percentage is 1.13%. Now the main question, which age group accounts for the maximum population in the state? Options 16 to 25, 26 to 35, 36 to 45, or none of the above. You will have 10 seconds to try this question. After 10 seconds, we'll move towards its solution. So your time starts now. Let's see. The correct option is A, the age group of 16 to 25. How? Percentage of people in the age group 17.75. This age group 17.25. This age group 14.5%. So as you can see, the percentage is high in this group. This means the final output will be the highest. So maximum population in the age group is 16 to 25 in this age group. I hope the solution is clear to you. Let us move to the next question. This passage is different. Let me just quickly go through it and highlight the main points. COVID-19 pandemic turned life upside down for many families. Mr. Abhishek was working as a sales executive in famous marketing company. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, lockdown and restrictions, Mr. Abhishek was not able to achieve his monthly targets, which resulted in the reduction of his salary. So far, he spent his income lavishly without any planning and prior calculations. However, the prevailing situation compelled him to plan his expenditure to adjust his life to the present income. Therefore, he analyzed his spendings of last year, that is 2019, so that he can plan his present year 2020 spendings. Through his brief analysis, he found that in the year 2019, he spent 23% of his income on food, 15% on housing, and 12% on his child's education. For his transport, he spent 10%, and for his clothing, for his family, he spent 10%. In the meanwhile, Mr. Abhishek also saved 15% of his income in year 2019. And the remaining 20% of his expenditure he kept as other spendings. Okay, now on the basis of these information, you have to answer this main question. The main question is, if the total amount spent during the year 56,000 rupees, then what was the amount spent on the food? Options, just 12,000 rupees, 12,880 rupees, 23,880 rupees, or 23,000. You will have 10 seconds to try this question. After 10 seconds, we'll move towards its solution. So your time starts now. Let's see. The correct option is B, means 12,880. The percentage amount spent on food in 2019 is 23%. Total amount spent 56,000. So amount spent on food will be 23% of amount spent. This means 12,880 rupees. I hope solution is clear to you. Let us just move to the next question. Here the same passage is given to you. Let me just quickly highlight the main points only. So in 2019, he spent 23% of his income on food, 15% on housing, 12% on child's education, 10% on transport, 10% on clothing of his family, 15% he saved in 2019, and the remaining 20% he spent on other spendings. Okay. The main question, if the total amount spent was 56,000, then how much money was spent on clothing and housing together? Options: 11,500, 12,500, 14,000, 15,000. You will have 10 seconds to try this question. After 10 seconds, we'll move to its solution. So your time starts now. Let's see. The correct option is C, means 14,000. Let's see how. Percentage of money spent on clothing and housing. 10% on clothing, 15% on housing. Means total 25%. Now the money spent on clothing and as well as on housing means 25% of total amount spent. Means 14,000. Okay. I hope the explanation is clear to you. Let us just move to the next question. Passage is same. Let me just quickly go through over the main points. Mr. Abhishek spent 23% of his income on food, 15% on housing, 12% on child education, 10% on transport, 10% on clothing of his family. Okay. Now, meanwhile, he also saved 15% of his income in 2019, and the remaining 20% of expenditure he kept as other spending. Okay. Now the main question. What was the ratio of total amount of money spent on housing to that spent on education? 5:2, 2:5, 4:5, or 5:4? You will have 10 seconds to try this question. After 10 seconds, we'll move towards its solution. So your time starts now. Let's see. The correct option is D, 5:4. How? Percentage of money spent on housing 15%, percentage of money spent on education 12%. So your required ratio will be 15/12 means 5:4. Simple. Okay. I hope it is clear to you. Let us move to the next question. The same passage. Let me just quickly go through it. Mr. Abhishek spent 23% of his income on food, 15% on housing, 12% on child's education, 10% on transport, 10% on clothing of his family. Also, he saved 15% of his income, and the remaining 20% of his expenditure he kept as other spending. Now the main question, if the total expenditure of the family for the year 2019 was 56,000, what was the amount saved by the family during the year? Is it 8,400, 5,600, 6,900, or 3,067? You will have 10 seconds to try this question. After 10 seconds, we'll move towards its correct option and explanation. So your time starts now. Let's see. The correct option is A, means 8,400. How? Total expenditure of his family in 2019 is 56,000. Amount saved is 15% of this much. This means amount saved by the family will be 15% of 56,000 means 8,400 rupees. I hope explanation is clear to you. Now let's move towards the last question of this session. The passage is same. Let me just quickly go through this passage, the main points only. Mr. Abhishek spent 23% of his income on food, 15% of his income on housing, 12% of his income on child's education, 10% of his income on transport, 10% of his income on clothing of his family. Also saved 15% of his income and the remaining 20% of expenditure he kept as other spendings. Now the main question, if the total amount spent during the year was 56,000, the amount spent on the other spending and clothing together was higher than housing and child, higher than food and transport, higher than food and housing, higher than housing and saving. You will have 10 seconds to try this question. After 10 seconds, we'll move towards its solution. So your time starts now. Let's see. The correct option is A, housing and child education. How? Percentage of amount spent on spendings and clothing means 20 plus 10, 30%. Okay. This means you need more than 30%. Okay. So option A, spend on housing and child, just 27%. Option B, on food and transport, 33%. Option C, food and housing, 38%. Option D, housing and saving, 30%. You want what? You want, in question was asking for the the amount spent on spendings and clothing together must be higher than what? So it is not higher than this 33. 30 is not higher than 38. 30 is not higher than 30. That's why only option which is correct is option A, because 30 is higher than 27. Okay, that's why option A is our correct option, housing and child education. So as we already told you that this was our last question. So I hope in today's session you got every explanation. So here we have to end our session. We will be meeting next time. Thank you.